Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are a returning subscriber and if you're new here, welcome to vinvonaly. I am doing sort of like my monthly setup. I'm late to the game for August, and I'm going to do the layout for the week of the 15th through the 21st in my scripture writing. I normally take the double-sided glossy and the vellum that comes in the monthly subscription for the faith-based box and use them as my dashboards. And this time, rather than taking out the old dashboards, I'm just going to section them off. So you're seeing me cut down the glossy prints, and what I'm going to do is just add them in, and then I'll section out July versus August layouts. What I'm doing is actually taking this one 8.5 by 11, I split it into half, and I'm just staggering it just to make a one-page layout like I did last month, which I love how it turned out. Covers up a little bit of the butterfly, but you still get to see the verses, and a bit of the butterfly still shows through. So here I'm in my prayer and gratitude section. I left the vellum over that print, and here I'm in my scripture writing. I'm going to go ahead and section that off kind of some sort of a way, because I realize I'll be blocking a page, but I'm going to add in that dashboard for August, and you'll see how everything comes together. So I put that new page in there, kind of like a blank page, so it kind of offsets the dashboard. And I'll do the same with the Bible journaling section. But for now, let's go ahead and start the weekly layout. So I felt like being a little creative this week, and I've got my candy apple, distress oxide, and also the brick red. I have these beautiful stencils that were gifted to me. So I've said, you know what? I also had this die cut left over from a window. It's a window die cut. It's actually for the faith decks, but I had this extra one left over. So I said, let me be a little creative. I'm going to create in the middle kind of like, you know, a brick looking effect. So that's what I'm going to do with the stencil. And I'm going to also come in with a stamp. And I wasn't being, you know, neat by staying within the lines. I got a little bit over the edges on the left side, but it's okay. So here I'm coming in with the stamp, using the brick red over the candy apple to give that kind of like crackle effect. And you see where I come over my line, but it doesn't bother me. It's fine. So I'm just taking that to create that kind of like old brick looking effect. And then I'm going to take this sticker of Sister Divide from last month's subscription in July, and I'm putting her down there and then putting the window over her, just adhering that window with a bit of glue. It's the Aleene's glue that I have in this bottle. It is a thick glue, but I water it down a bit so that I could use it in there. So I'm adhering that down, and then I wanted to have like some vines going up the wall, and I was like, what can I use? So I was also gifted this beautiful stamp set from what is it called? Creative Devotion. And it has some vines. So I'm using that vine stamp, and I'm stamping it into, well, it was supposed to be two contrasting greens, but they came out to be very similar once you put them down on the paper. But I'm stamping them, being careful this time by getting some scrap paper and not getting it on the edges. And I'm putting down those vines on both sides. And I wanted to go ahead and section off first by putting down this beautiful sticker from the Bible journaling sticker book, which is from Amber Plans Her Day, and the sticker says, "You were chosen to be free." So I'm continuing with the vines, and I just love how this turns out. I just love, love, love it. So I've got that down there. And then once I'm done with that, then I'm gonna come in with my florals. And I took a little peek in the back. The vines did bleed through a little bit on the other side, but I can cover that up when next week comes. It actually bled through on both sides, but you'll see what I'm gonna do because I don't want it to show on the side with the dashboard. So I'm using this washi. It's also from last month's sticker kit, and it has these beautiful peonies. And I want to pair them with some other peonies that I found in another sticker book that I'm going to be using, which is the the Anna Bean sticker book. It's actually Anna Bean Co. So these peonies were also in there, and they match the washi just like perfectly. So I'm going to put a few of those down on the left side. I'm going to also use the full body sticker of Sister Divide. And then I'm also going to put it on the spine of the left and right side of the inserts, because I just felt like it needed a little bit more. And I moved that little one because it just didn't fit. It just did not fit. So I put it in the spine, and that's where I'm going to start building it up. Pages weren't punched exact, but they are the same size, but it looks a little wonky until everything comes together. So I'm going to cut it down the center, splitting them up, and then repunch those holes to go ahead and be able to plop them back into the planner. This is a We Are Memory Keepers punch that I'm using. I love it. It punches through a good stack of papers at a time, and it's just an awesome punch. I prefer it much better than the Happy Planner punch. So all that's left for me to do now is to put down the days. I'm using a combination of the alphanumeric sticker sheets that came in last month's sticker box and this month's sticker box. And then finally, I'll put down the date dots to indicate the 15th through the 21st. And I just love how this layout turned out. I love the window with Sister Divide looking through it. I'm going to put this back in to my scripture writing section, and you can see where the bleed is showing. But here I'm going to show you how I've tabbed off the Bible study, scripture writing, and prayer and journal sections with these tabs I got from Avery. That way I can section off, you know, July and August, and then I whited out that bleed portion so it doesn't look so ugly. And my layout is done for the week. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this plan with me in my faith journal as I put it together for the month of August and I set it up. And here's another last look at it. If you enjoyed, please give it a thumbs up. Also comment below and let me know if you use stamps and stencils in your layouts as well. Anyway, be blessed.